Hi, and welcome to Starfish Soap. Today we're doing something a bit different. So today we're going to make detergent, liquid detergent, from the soaps that I've made myself. Now, you might recognize these as they used to be white. So all natural soap will eventually turn a little bit orange, but this went a bit faster. And I think that's because I stored it wrong, because I did store it dark, but I think it might have been a bit warm where I stored it. So it's orange. There's nothing wrong with the soap, it's just orange or brown or whatever you want to call it, tan. Inside it's actually white. There's a way in there, but like in the middle it is white. But yeah, anyway, we're doing something a bit different. We're making detergent, and I got liquid detergent. And I've been wanting to make this for a while, and I've looked at different videos and websites and such, and I ended up using the recipe from Ellys Everyday, what's it called? Ellys, yeah, just Ellys Everyday, where she takes soap bars and soda. So this is not sodium hydroxide that we use to make soap. It is sodium carbonate, so it's something else. So we're gonna use equal parts soap to soda, and then 8 parts water, so 8 times the amount that we use of soap. Yeah, so let's get to grading. And you can see, as I said, it is white on the inside. It is just the outer side that is orange. It's kind of fun, right? Okay, so now it's all grated up, and it looks like cheese. Looks like Parmesan. The forbidden Parmesan. So I'm gonna add that to the pot, and I've waited again after I grated it. I lost 3 grams on grating it. So I'm just going to add the same amount that I have of soap. I'm going to add of the soda. And now I'm just going to add it to the pot. It looks like this. Whoops. And then we just need to add 8 times as much water as there is soap. And that's about a little over a liter. And then we have to let this melt and then simmer a bit, and then it will cool off for about a day before we can put it into a bottle. Right now it looks a bit like oatmeal, very liquid oatmeal, but you can see that some of it has already started mixing with the water. It has now gotten to a point where it is almost dissolved, all of it. Once it has, I will turn off the heat and add the lid to the pot so that it can cool for 24 hours before I put it in a bottle. Okay, we gotten to the point where it's now completely dissolved. So it looks like this now. It's got foaming on top. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn off the heat, move it to one side, remove this, and then add a lid, and I will see you in 24 hours and we'll put you in a bottle. Okay, it's now the very next day. Something happened. So it's almost solid. I followed the recipe from Ellys Everyday, and the first time she made it, it also turned like jelly consistency. I would say mine is thicker, even thicker than hers became. But she did it in 2 ways, and I did it in the way where she got it liquid. So I'm not sure it matters how you mix it. This can happen. It's still gonna work, but I'll just need different containers. So I'm gonna use these glass containers. These are just, you know, old tomato sauce glasses. So I'm gonna fill it up in these, and then I'm gonna use like a spoon to like take it up when I have to use it in the machine. Yeah. So I'm just gonna fill this up. I just cut a piece out, and it has like a honey consistency. Just so you can see, like, look, you can like carve in it. Like that. Like thick honey, not the liquid one. But yeah. This is interesting. Okay, so I took a look at it, and I thought that could be whipped, and it sure could. Look how luscious this looks. Like, tell me you do not want to eat this. That is amazing. So I'm gonna pour it into the jars now, after that quick whipping. Okay, we ended up with filling up 3 bottles, and that's because we whipped extra air into it. Otherwise, I think it would just be these 2 being filled up. And we even got a tiny bit extra. I'm gonna go down and put that in my machine and wash some towels. Yeah. Alright, so I just filled my washing machine with the what was left of the soap and some towels, and I put some white vinegar into here, and we will see how it turns out. I think you're supposed to use a bit more soap when it's whipped, because I put a lot of air into it, and normally I would probably put a bit more than that, but I think it's an experiment. We'll see. So we'll close this up, and we'll start the machine. Okay, voiceover Maria here. So what happened was, it didn't exactly work. The soap would not get dissolved into the machine, so when I opened up the drawer, it was still, like, half of it was still there. So I tried again, where I used it more as like a spot treatment on a shirt. You can see here, and that worked, and it did dissolve in, like, when you put it into the machine. I also tried where I just threw it directly into the machine, and it gave off a nice scent, and I'm sure washed the clothes as well. But I would consider this experiment to be a fail. It's not really that useful when it's in this form, because you have to use a spoon to get it out, and you have to wash that spoon every time you use it. So I'm gonna try again and see if I can actually get a liquid, or maybe just make powdered detergent. That could also work. I think what went wrong here was that Ellys Everyday, she talks about how she uses soap that has no superfat in it for this recipe. So, and mine was like a regular soap bar for your hands, so it did have like 5% superfat in it. So I think there was too many oils, and that's also why I could whip it up to that body butter consistency it had. So what I'm gonna try and do is make a soap with as little superfat as possible. I think I'm gonna go for 1%, and then do it with only coconut oil, and then I'm gonna try again, and I might also just add some more water, just to see if that also could do. So instead of doing 8 parts water, I could do 10 parts water. I think that should also help a little bit. So yeah, so again, this was a fail, but we're gonna try again, and you know, it's the first time, you know, it's okay. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye!